the projects was mainly in the black part of the district.
Mm-hmm.
And he.
But then I applaud the brother that you give me the answer.
Yeah.
But I asked you to give me two. You only give me one.
Oh, okay. Well, they got two of them coming up now. You understand me? That I don't feel that they could be bought in the district that they want to represent.
Two young people.
Two young people. You know, and the thing of it is, I don't feel. You know, I've been a component of voting. If you're looking at the show on TV, you see this sign in the back of me say "Early vote, every vote count." And I'm not talking about on the day of election to go and early vote. I'm talking about the 8 days that we have to go and vote.
And I'm gonna say this, Mr. Louis Benjamin sat on the city council. He was never bought and sold.
Mm-hmm.
No.
But you know, and listen, we all have a right to agree to disagree. And I believe in what you're saying. I commend you on standing up and saying the things that you're saying. But you got to understand, everybody is not in the same pot. You know, you got 4 pots on the stove. You know, one of them might have rice cooking, one of them might have a vegetable cooking, one of them might have meat and gravy. You know, and the other one, you know, you waiting to warm something up.
But caller, I'll say this: what we have to do is dissect and identify our leaders, identify our people that's running for public office. We have to identify the real from the fake. You know, we have to go back and look at track records.
Yeah.
Not everybody that jump up and say they want to see. Because I was gonna run, and I know damn well ain't nobody was gonna buy and sell me.
You know? And I could vouch for that. You know.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get off your line. I know you got other callers. I started the movement of the monument, moving the monument in Opelousas. We did not have one black elected official. No, we had one black elected official come stood with us to ask for the removal of a Confederate monument in a 90% black city. One person. One person.
Yeah, well.
90% black city. And you got one person spoke out there. More white people spoke out about the monument than the black.
Oh yeah, because you know what, we have been taught to be afraid to speak out. You know, if you speak out, you might lose your Social Security check. You might lose this. You might lose that.
I'll be damned.
Well, you know, far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm a free man, and I'm gonna speak up for what I feel is right for my people, my siblings, you know, and you don't have to be my sibling. You just have to live in the district that I live in. And it's not just about the district, it's about the state that we live in. And the problem is not just happening here in Lafayette. Trust me on that. I lived 30 years in California, and California was more racist than Lafayette. The only thing different between California and Lafayette, California hit it better. Lafayette didn't care what they did or how they did it.
And I want to put this out too. I mean, I agree with some of the things you said. You're saying because the so-called political action committees, even the so-called black police political action committees, got their people picked.
Anything like this here, appreciate your call, but let's give somebody else. Let's give somebody else a chance. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. And whenever you want to come on the show, you are welcome to it.
We'll be proud to have you as a guest.
I don't have no problem. If you know anybody that know me, you could get my number from them, but area code 337-212-2689. You could have it, you know, and give me a call. Give my co-host a call, and I guarantee you, we ain't scared to get nobody on. People might get scared to come on, but we ain't scared to get nobody on the show.
And as we continue to roll, cause we're kind of running down on time, but
Okay, we got another call coming in. Let us take that call. Good morning, caller.
good morning, caller.
Good morning, Brother Wiley. Good morning, Brother Keith.
Good morning.
Good to see you guys on
It's the director on
you guys
there.
on social media today. Listen, I just want to chime in. Y'all don't have much time. I heard the previous callers, and I understand because they have several other callers like him and who got a lot of voter apathy and what's going on. The problem is this, Brother Wilder. If we can't, it's good that we tell people to vote. It's good that we tell people to participate. But we got to educate on people on the very issues. And here's what some of these candidates are not doing. And you know, Brother Wilder, it holds true, and Brother Keith. They're not telling people why they want to go and sit in that seat.
Correct.
And they're not even identifying with the people who are going to elect them. The first thing they'll say, well, I'm going there because I'm the candidate for everybody. No, you're the candidate for the people who elected you. And that's why people get turned off when people don't execute the plan, when the same people came there and try to sell them the idea to vote for them. That is a big thing. And here's the other thing, Brother Keaton, I want y'all to comment on this. I'm going to hang up. We got a governor's race that's coming up. And the main person I'm going to mention on your brother one, Brother Keith, is Jeff Landry. And people are not seem to be worried about Jeff Landry. Let me tell you something. Jeff Landry has an agenda to outdo Trump and outdo Ron DeSantis.
Correct.
The facts are laid out in his head. The problem is this. We don't have a lot of black folks support Jeff Landry, or well, we didn't give him a chance. We got to work with him. Jeff Landry shows you who he is. Keep showing black folks, and black folks will continue. What we can't do in this state, we have enough people, a portion of the population to register to vote to blunt some of the stuff that Jeff Landry is planning on doing. And I'm telling y'all people, he got an agenda out there that's going to out-Trump, out-DeSantis, everybody
Oh,
by
correct.
YP. Thank y'all so much, brother. I'm proud of you. I love the prayer warrior. She touched my heart today. Thank y'all so much.
All right, thank
Brother
you.
G, but
You know what? Wait, Brother Keith, not to cut you off. You know, Jeff Landry was the Attorney General here. The Attorney General is right under the governor. You know, he could have done a whole lot. You know, with the Carl Cavalier case. You know, with the officers, what they did. He never stepped up to none of that.
But I'm gonna say this, Mr. Wallace. If Jeff Landry, folks, we have to get out there, register. We have to change the dynamics. Cause if Jeff Landry become governor of the state of Louisiana,
He gonna be worse than Bobby General.
we think Trump. We think Donald J. Trump caused the riot.
January 6th.
6. We think Donald J. Trump did wrong. Jeff Landry is going to outdo that. The state of Louisiana is in trouble.
Yeah.
But moving on.
Yeah.
So I heard you mention about Carl Cavalier. And I'm glad you mentioned Carl Cavalier, because it's not a black politician. It's not a black politician. It's not an African American lawyer. It's not an African American organization. Not the NAACP. Not the Village 3. It's not no organization standing up with Carl Cavalier, the state trooper who came out and brought out the wrongdoing of with the Ronald Green case. And it's not a black organization. It's not a black community leader. It's not a black politician. It's not a black attorney that came up and stood with Carl Cavalier and said, we got your back. And that's the problem.
And Carl Cavalier is a man. He's not a big man, but he's a man for standing up for the right. You know, when he took an oath to that badge, You understand me? He took an oath to protect the citizen, protect Louisiana, and protect his officer. But at the same token, you know, we finally find somebody to speak up against the ill that's happening towards us. You know, you have a whole lot, you know, it's just like you go and talk to somebody that's been in the service, you know, and they tell you all the things among themselves and you, but they're not going to speak out on all the ills that was happening to them when they was in the service. The Vietnam War, the Afghan War, all these different things that be happening. You know, one time a guy told me something about the Florida leaf, you know, and he wanted to know if I knew what the Florida leaf means. I said, well, most probably I knew about it before you did, you know, but why you worrying about the Florida leaf on my chest, but you wearing an American flag on the side of your hat, and you representing a service that never wanted you to be there. You just happened to get there on luck. But that flag killed more blacks, you understand me, than the Florida leaf branded Negroes. You know, so don't come at me like that.
And then I also want to talk about this organization. A member of this black organization is going around saying, watch who's supporting who, watch who's supporting who, watch who's getting support from who in this election, and don't vote for them, and this and that. It's not the ones you gotta watch that's receiving
Wait a minute, we got
support and donations in public. Is the ones you gotta watch. That's
Brother Paul from Lake Charles.
1 minute, Mr. Paul. 1 minute. One minute. I gotta get this point across.
Yo,
1 minute.
Hold on, 1 minute, Mr. Paul.
We gotta watch these organizations and community leaders that are getting paid under the table, receiving money in private, bringing these candidates in our communities and telling them, these candidates telling us they're going to do this and that for us, and after they get in, it's nothing. After they get the dollar, it's nothing.
Yeah.
But you got to also look at the ones that's receiving that private money, that private money from the ones, the same ones that's saying that the candidates that's receiving money from those people in public is receiving money from those people in private. That they don't want you to know about. And they don't want the other candidate to know that they're bringing this candidate in our community.
Okay, Brother Paul.
Good morning, Mr. Paul.
Brother Paul out of Lake Charles. Hey, look. We got 4 minutes. We got 4 minutes now.
Well, I'm here to tell y'all, to bring the good news. It's our time. It's our moment in history. All we got to do is let our voice be heard. We got two of them. That mob, them lips, and that hand. Early voting.
Yeah.
And I'm still saying Louisiana is the skunk of the world.
Yeah.
The skunk of the world. You can say it, I live here. I got a right to say it. I think it's a better way. And it's a better day coming if we want it. Do you want it out there, listen?
Yeah, but we have to put forth the effort to get it if we want it. It's not gonna just drop in our lap.
I'm gonna say this, Mr. Paul. Yeah, we have to put forth the effort to get it, and we have to get out there and vote. But we got to make sure that we sending politicians. We got to make sure that the politicians we send, even the ones that look like us.
I can solve that problem right here. You know what's gonna start happening? When they don't produce, when anytime you're paying the job. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm trying to be quick about it. Man, they can be charged with a crime of separate time. You know they can charge a citizen with separate time. He receiving money he didn't earn. So what make them any different? The other thing, we can take them to civil court. We need to start putting pressure on these people. Not just the ones that look like us, but the other ones.
The other ones too. The
Stop
other.
taking they behind the court. And the other thing, they violating their oath of office.
Yeah.
They're supposed to defend and protect the Constitution of these United States.
Yes, sir.
But we got to make sure
A
we.
living document. That is a living document. Because to them, it's just an old parchment of map hanging on the wall. But to me, that is a living document. Only people that's alive can put it and raise it where it needs to be. Because you can't even count the Supreme Court with some of the rulings. They're inconsistent.
Yes, sir.
And-
but brother Paul, look, wind it up because we got 2 minutes left. You know, and we got to close the show too. Okay.
But tell me, we got them here too. So it's just all in the united front, the united effort. If you ain't about liberating our people, shut the hell up.
Hey, look, we getting ready to. Brother Jay is getting ready to do podcasts and things like this here. That's gonna put us more in focus with different people, different stages of what we have to do.
We gonna be able to. We gonna be able to go overdrive. We gonna be able to do extra time.
Man, y'all God
Thank
bless,
you.
brother.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
thank
Y'all
you.
some of the finest people in this country I know over there in Lafayette.
And
Right
in
on.
closing, because I know we
All
only
right,
got 2
all right,
minutes
brother
left.
Paul.
In
Have a
closing.
great day, y'all.
All right,
Yeah,
you too.
hello.
In closing, I'm gonna say this: it's time to clean out. It's time to clean out the state senate, Louisiana State Senate. It's time to clean out Louisiana's House of Representatives. It's time to clean out our local government body, and it's time to get these older politicians that's been sitting in these seats some 15, 20, 30 years.
Doing nothing.
It's time to get them out of the seat and put some young, fresh politicians that's going to go in there, know what we need, and going to give us what we need. It's time to clean. It's time to clean house in the state of
Yeah,
Louisiana.
it's time for us to stop letting people, black men, trick us into what is going on, because a lot of us don't know, and when we find out, it's almost like too late. Another thing, before we shut this down, we got a thing called Fightingville, a community called Fightingville, and white people is trying to come in there and change it to LaPlace. I don't know what LaPlace is. I know what Fightingville is. 76 years I've been a part of Fightingville, and I'll be damned if I'm gonna let somebody come and take that away from us.
And in closing, that's gentrification. We have to stop letting these people destroy the histories in